I raise a hallelujah. My weapon is a melody. I raise a hallelujah. Heaven comes to fight for me.
I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm. Louder and louder, you're gonna hear my praises roar. Up from the ashes, hope will arise. Death is defeated, the King is alive.
I raise a hallelujah with everything inside of me. I raise a hallelujah. I will watch the darkness flee. I raise a hallelujah in the middle of the mystery. I raise a hallelujah. Fear lost your hold on me.
I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm. Louder and louder, you're gonna hear my praises roar. Up from the ashes, hope will arise. Death is defeated, the King is alive.
Sing a little louder.
Sing a little louder.
Sing a little louder.
Sing a little louder.
Oh, sing a little louder.
Sing a little louder.
Just sing a little louder.
Sing a little louder.
Sing a little louder.
In the presence of my enemies,
Oh, sing a little louder.
louder than the unbelief.
Just sing a little louder.
My weapon is a melody.
Just sing a little louder.
Sing a little louder. I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm. Louder and louder, you're gonna hear my praises roar. Up from the ashes, hope will arise. Death is defeated, the King is alive. Oh, I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm. Louder and louder, you're gonna hear my praises roar. Up from the ashes, hope will arise. Death is defeated, the King is
Jesus said that He is the vine, and those of us who follow Him are the branches, and that if we want to produce fruit, we must stay connected to Him. Then He said that we are to remain in Him, and He is to remain in us. That sounds a bit confusing. How can we be in Him and He be in us at the same time? But if we picture something that grows on vines, it actually makes a lot more sense. Let's look at a grapevine. The main vine grows up from the ground, and branches, called runners, grow from that. So, the branches are in the vine. But the branches of a vine don't spread out like the branches of a tree. Instead, they twist and turn and curl around the area where they are planted. They eventually end up surrounding the main vine. So, The vine is also in the branches. This image is all about being close and connected. And Jesus wants us close and connected to Him, where we can produce fruit. The Bible uses the image of fruit to represent the good things that come out of our lives: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control are the famous fruits of the Spirit. And producing these good fruits in your life is about staying close and connected to Jesus. But we often get this part wrong. We think our job is to try really hard to make good fruit, when really our job is to stay close and connected to Jesus. Have you ever seen a tree grunting and huffing and trying to push fruit out of its branches? That's not how fruit works. When a tree is getting sunshine and water and it is healthy, it doesn't have to try to make good fruit. Good fruit just happens. It's the product of a healthy tree. And for us, good fruit is the natural result of being spiritually healthy. And spiritual health is what happens when we are close and connected to Jesus.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting game of Books of the Bible Survival. In this game, you must quickly decide between two books of the Bible. You can hold up one hand for book number 1 and 2 hands for book number 2. Choose carefully, though. Select the correct book and you're still in the game. Select the wrong book and you can keep playing, but please take a seat. If you're still standing after all 10 questions, you will be crowned the ultimate Books of the Bible Survivor Champion! Once we start the survival challenge, you'll only have 5 seconds to answer each question. So everyone please stand up, do a big stretch, and let's begin! What is the second book in the Old Testament? Raise one hand for Numbers. Raise 2 hands for Exodus. The answer is Exodus. Next question. Which of these books is in the Old Testament? Raise one hand for Habakkuk. Raise 2 hands for Philemon. The answer is Habakkuk. Question number 3. Which of these books is in the New Testament? Raise one hand for Galatians. Raise 2 hands for Lamentations. The answer is Galatians. Here's the next question. Which of these books contains lots of songs? Raise one hand for Hebrews. Raise 2 hands for Psalms. The answer is Psalms. Well done! Now, which book comes after Deuteronomy? Raise one hand for Leviticus. Raise 2 hands for Joshua. The answer is Joshua. Good work. Now, which book comes after Malachi? Raise one hand for Zechariah. Raise 2 hands for Matthew. The answer is Matthew. Next question. Which book tells the story of David and Goliath? Raise one hand for 1 Samuel. Raise two hands for Genesis. The answer is 1 Samuel. Very impressive if you're still standing. Which book tells the story of Samson? Raise one hand for Jeremiah. Raise two hands for Judges. The answer is Judges. Only 2 questions to go. Which of these books comes before Romans? Raise one hand for Acts. Raise two hands for Ephesians. The answer is Acts. Here it is, the final question. Which of these books is a letter Paul wrote? Raise one hand for Colossians. Raise two hands for Ecclesiastes. The answer is Colossians. Amazing job to everyone who is still standing. You really know your books of the Bible, and you have earned the title of the ultimate Books of the Bible Survivor Champion!